Best online business, it's not affiliate marketing, it's not trading, it's not SMMA, it's not all the popular things you know. The best online business is one that allows you to develop evergreen skill. It gives you time, it gives you freedom, and it compounds your wealth as time goes on. And that's why the best online business is the hardest to find, especially if you have no skills, no experience. But I'm going to be guiding you through on something that has helped me find the best online business for myself and something I'm currently doing. I'm going to be sharing with you the best online business that you can start if you have no skills, no experience, and it's nothing you've heard of. It's not affiliate marketing, it's not SMMA, it's not trading. It's the best I've ever found. And so sit back, relax, and today's content, we're going to be discussing a lot. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, what the best online business is, how it works, how it's going to make you money, when it's going to make you money, what effort do you need to put in, how long will it take, how many days, how many weeks, how many months would you start making money, and especially how I'm doing it myself and how I'm making money from it and how I started it and every single thing that is necessary. So sit back. This is one of the videos, this is one of the content that you would have to have a pen, you need to have a book, or probably your notepad, write down something. Don't just hear, write down so that you know how to apply and what to do. But before then, I need you to understand the difference between an online business and a side hustle, right? So there are two different things. So let me give you an example. So a side hustle looks like this. So let's say 14th of February 2014, I told you, John, Amanda, I'm just calling random names. All right, so I just called you and I said, there's this opportunity I'm seeing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, it's going to be a global currency and the rest of it. If you have, let's say, $500, $1,000, then go ahead and buy it and keep it. It's going to get somewhere. Then you actually followed what I said and you did it. And 2-3 years after, your wallet right now, just $1,000 worth of Bitcoin is probably worth $1 million, right? So much profit, right? But you discover something. You didn't make money because you worked on anything. You made money from that opportunity because you got information. So side hustles are more of information based. Side hustles are more of, the opportunity just came up. So, a new way to use this, a new way to use ChatGPT nobody knows about, a new way to do this. Something like a loop, like a opportunity that, is based on information. Once you just get the information, you do it, you make money. That's what a side also is. But in business is something that is doing the same thing again and again. I mean, an online business is like a product you're selling, a service you're selling, something you're selling that people need every time to solve the same problems. So that means we can expand it, we can reach more people that have the same problems, we can solve more people's problems, and it is consistent. It's not something that happens once. It's not, like a Bitcoin that rises. It's not something like that. It's something that you can predict. So I could say with an online business, I want to make $10,000. I want to make $20,000. I want to make 50. I want to go 100. Okay, let's go 1 million, right? So, but with the side also, you can't do that. It's just opportunity loopholes. But when it comes to a business, it's literally problem people are currently facing and you're solving it consistently. So I need you to know the difference between that. So since you already understand the difference between an online business and a side hustle, now I know already you're already like, okay, so what's the best online business? So what's the best one I should just go all into and start doing right now? Now it's so simple. So I'm going to tell you a story that would probably explain this online model and this online business so very well before I even see what it is. So I started this project called Aragon. So while we were bootstrapping, for most of us that don't know what bootstrapping is people come with an idea, it is what we want to build. So they get themselves together with different skill set and they start working on it. No funding from outside. They be the one to pay for everything. They work their ass off to get the product out. So that's what bootstrapping is. So I discovered there was something we're leaking money on. And one of our biggest expense was internet, right? So I mean, internet connection, we're spending a lot because you have to upload this, you have to do this, you have to do that. So we're spending a lot on internet, working together and everything. So, and internet is quite very expensive where I am. So I was like, okay, what can we do? What can we do to reduce, the expense we're paying on internet? And we got a solution, and the solution was an unlimited internet. But we had another problem, and the problem was where we get power, light for, let's say, 7 hours a day. So the rest, about 15 hours or so, we don't have light, right? So, and that was a big problem because if you don't have like, then what would you be doing? How would you use the internet? Because you need to power the routers and everything. So I thought about, okay, what could we do? So I did some research and got a power station that could power the router just on its own and every single thing. So, and that's, after solving that problem, that brought my attention to something. People are suffering with data. Once they get these routers, they're not able to afford them. They're not able to, because you have to, use generators to, buy fuel. Now, for anybody watching this and you don't know what I'm talking about, just it's flying over your head. But this is a challenge some people have in different countries, right? So we said, now we'll solve this problem. It simply means other people could also be having the same problems, right? So people could be having the problem of connecting to the internet. It's too expensive. They're not able to do the things they need to do. They try to get the routers and the routers are not powered. They have to look for a means to power it if they don't have power where they are, right? So we thought about, okay, how about if we solve this for other persons? Let's do a survey and see how many people are interested in something like this. And the survey was crazy. The feedback we got, like, we reached out and like, if you had access to X amount of internet connection every single month at this price, what would you pay for? And they were like, hey, yeah, we need to pay this, or we need to pay this. And that was how we started the project. So I want to let you know on the best online business right now. The best online business right now is starting one project. It's not affiliate marketing, it's not trading, it's nothing. It's a project that solves one problem in your life, in someone else's life, in your mentor's life, in your friend's life, in your family's life, in someone's life. One project that solves a problem. That's the best online business. So I'm going to share with you, how we went about it, how much we made, and how you can execute that now, right? So basically, we started it. I started reaching out. The project became a background to learn a lot of things. I started learning, how to create offers. For instance, the first offer we made was get access to 24/7 unlimited internet. So we sold it to people who were like, do you want unlimited internet? And they really could not comprehend it, like, what's unlimited? I've never used it before. So we thought about another thing. Okay, how about if we phrase it and put a figure to it? I was saying, get access to 5 terabytes of data at 400 naira, which is accumulative to, let's say, 4 cents, right, per day. And immediately we hit that offer. Everybody was like, sure, I want it. How do I set it up? How do I activate it? And everything. And we started getting a lot of influx of sales, of leads. Do you understand? So that was something I learned, offer creation. Then I started learning how to build a website. That was the first platform I learned how to build a website, because I started learning different things. I built the websites. I did all the copies, I did the offers, I started creating the video. I think that was the first video I created, the ads and everything. I designed the billboard, the different things I was just doing, right? So with this one project, solving this one problem, I learned a lot of skill sets. I made a lot of money, right? And it got to a point where we started this internet service agency without me, knowing anything about the internet. All I just knew was I consume internet and people needed internet. So, I started learning about the technologies, satellite dish, all those kind of stuff, and all those different technologies at the point where I was having conversation with some of our partners, because we built a partnership with internet service providing companies to be able to deliver to the clients. So, when I'm conversing with some of these engineers, they're like, okay, are you an engineer or something? I mean, this single project taught me a lot of things, right? And that was how I made my first dollar. That was how I made a lot of money online. And those skill set helped me go over to the things I'm currently doing. If you're already looking for the best online business that will make you X amount of money, there's a high tendency you really do not have much skills, right? So that's what you're looking for. What can I do that can help me with money, all this kind of stuff? You probably don't have much skills. You don't have much experience. You've not made money before online. So, but one of the things you start experiencing when you have, this limitation is you don't have value to offer, right? You don't have an audience to sell to. You don't have a product ready for you. You don't even have a skill set to render a service. So these 3 businesses are very, very difficult for you to even engage in. Opportunities come to you, you don't even know how to use them, right? So somebody tells you, Bitcoin is making X amount of money. If you do this, this will happen. You don't have the money to participate, right? If you start this online business right now, you're going to make a lot of money. Start affiliate marketing, you don't have an audience. All right. Start an SMMA, you don't have the skill set. Oh, digital marketing is paying, this is paying. You don't have the skill set, right? So this product is selling right now. This is the best product selling on Amazon, the best product selling on this. You don't have the money, you don't have the infrastructure, you don't know how it works. So literally you're at a very huge disadvantage when it comes to making money online. And that's why I believe and I advocate that you don't go ahead looking for the best online business, affiliate marketing. You don't do any of them. And that's why the best online business to start right now is building one project. A project that solves a problem in your life, a project that solves a business problem, a project that solves a problem for people. So I'm going to be sharing with you different kinds of project and how to go about it and how to get started with your project, and especially how do you start seeing results? How long would it take? Which project will suit you? All those questions you may need, all those questions you may have. And I bet you some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you, some of you are going to be making money from it from 60 days from now, some from 90 days, some within 6 months you'll be making a lot of money. Why does the concept of building a project work? In fact, what is even a project? Why does it work? But so a project is, solving a problem that you're facing. That's simply what a project is. So let me give you an example for yourself. A project could be, let's say you are skinny, working on your health. So telling yourself, okay, you know what, I'm going to take this as a project. I'm going to train, I'm going to build myself, go to the gym, work on myself, and you document it and share it online. And that's just a project, right? And because of that, you build an audience, you get connected to people, you're able to sell, you're able to have skills, you're able to have something to sell, to start a content business or to even start a service-based business, right? So that's a project. A project could be, you know what, I'm emotionally down. I don't know how to, take care of my emotion. I don't know how to manage my time. I hardly get things done. And you start working on that. Okay, I'm going to build systems. I'm going to learn how to manage my time, how to put things together, how to build a routine. And you build stuff like that and you share with other people. You say it, it builds skill set and everything in the process. So that's what a project is. So a project is simply just solving a problem. The second category of projects is developing something you're interested in. So let's say, for instance, you want to learn a skill and you say, okay, you know what, I like to paint houses, I like to do X, Y, Z. And you say, I'm going to do a project. This project is how I painted this house with X amount of money, let's say $10. It's almost impossible to paint a full room or something with $10. But you tell yourself, I'm going to do a project on how I did this, how I did a DIY, do-it-yourself method, the processes I went through, and how I did it, right? And you do that project and you document it, you learn things from it, and you share with people who can monetize it, you can do different things. And that's a project. A project could be a skill you actually love to learn. So let's say you love to learn graphics, you love to learn video editing, or you just love to build a team page, you just want to, you just like to build a YouTube channel, whatsoever it is, that's a project, right? So you pick up this project and tell yourself, okay, I'm going to build a project where in the next 6 months, right? So 6 months, how I learned video editing and created a viral video that got 10 million views on TikTok. That's a project, something interesting, intriguing to you, right? So that's a project. That's a category of project. So for instance, giving an instance on doing something like that. Let's say you say you like video editing, you like to, the engagement, how people engage, you want to, build something where you have 10 million followers, 10 million views, you just like to do something like that. And you learn, let's say you don't have the skill, you learn how to video edit, you learn how to write a copy, you learn all these things, you put it together, and you created some of the most viral videos. What just happened is in this project, you learn the skill set of video editing, you learn the skill set of writing, you learn the skill set of going viral, you learn the mechanics of what makes videos go viral. Do you understand? And that's a project. Now you have a skill, now you have a product, now you have testimonial, and then you can now make lots of money. That's a project. Do you understand? So a project also could be, you look at different businesses, you look at different persons and tell yourself, okay, let's say you are somebody that likes e-learning, you're somebody that likes whatsoever you like, and you discover that they have a particular problem, and you tell yourself, okay, you know what, I'm going to find a way to solve this problem. Let's say for me, I observed something that people that they have experiences, they can really show you what to do. They can show you how to get a result. I don't mean like guru coaches. I mean people that actually have the experience. They've learned something. They've run businesses, and they can really show people that want to build businesses how to run them. Things they did to get to where they were. Imagine somebody like Bill Gates teaching you how to start a company. It's going to teach you so much than someone that has no clue. He just went to school, he learned it, and he's coming to show you how to do a startup, right? To start your logo, do an LLC. The effect is two different things, right? But there's a problem people that have experiences have. They don't know how to package the knowledge together. They don't know how to, put it to productize it, make it like a product, how to sell it to people that need it, and how to get the people that need it to find them, right? So I discovered that was a big problem. So I said, you know what, I'm going to learn how to copyright, how to create offers, how to do this, how to, take an experience somebody has, a knowledge somebody has, and break it into pieces where other persons can learn from them and get the same result that they have. And that was how I started working with, different projects. But this is a category of project you can say you want to start. So a project could be a problem in your personal life. A project could be something you're intrigued with, right? Something you are interested in, you love to adventure, you love to learn, you love to experience, you love to build, right? A project could be a problem a business is facing or a company is facing, and you look for a way, you learn how to solve it, not a skill, a solution, learn how to solve it, and you help them solve it. That's what a project is. So it has nothing to do with you trying network marketing, affiliate marketing, trading, SMMA, starting a YouTube channel. None of that is going to make you money. Because when you are at ground zero, when you have no skills, no opportunity will work for you. But once you start a project, this is how it will work for you. So now this is why a project works, right? Because it gives you all the skill set that you need. It gives you all the, everybody tells you, learn this skill, learn this. But when you build a project, you actually learn the skill and you have results. Do you understand? You're not just learning how to do graphics. No, you have a project to show for what the graphics you learned. You have a project to show for. And it's not just concept, it's real problems you're solving, right? So you learn video editing. You didn't just learn how to cut videos together with CapCut, with Premiere Pro, but you actually learned how to create videos that go viral. Do you understand? So those are things you're going to learn. And when you learn this thing, then you'll be able to start any of the three categories of business. So how do you pick the projects to go for? What projects should you avoid? Which one should you start? All those things. In the next few seconds and minutes, I'm going to break them down for you to, get started, and things you need to put together. And of course, how it has been working for me and how you will use it to make money. So what kind of project should you start, right? So what kind of project should you build? What kind of, adventure storyline should you create with your project? So first is, I suggest you start with a project that solves a problem in your life. Just like the story I told you about how we started an internet service agency. We didn't just say, internet service is making money, the industry is booming. We just wanted to solve a problem in our lives by, taking the expense we had on internet connection to zero. Wanted to take it to zero, wanted to make it lesser. I'm talking about, how about other persons that have the same problem? How about if we solve it for them, right? And that was how we started an internet service agency, and we made tons of money from it. So the problem has to be something that is particular to you. It could be your health. It could be how you look. It could be how you take care of yourself. It could be somebody else. It could be, you've just been walking past and you see that, okay, people have this particular problem. Traditional schools find it hard to be able to integrate something into their curriculum, to be able to learn about this. And you make it a project. And that's just the project you want to do. I want to build a project that helps XYZ do this. It's not a startup like you want to build a company. No, that's not it. It's just solving a problem, right? That's the first step. Whatever project you're picking needs to be a project that gives you high value skills. And high value skills, I'm talking about sales. So this project should be able to allow you to learn how to sell, right? How to sell. Let me give you an instance. There are a lot of products right now, a lot of apps that can do the same thing. Like every problem you have right now. Let's say you want to transcribe, you want to make your audio better, you want to, remove the background from your picture, stuff like that. There are like 50 apps that can do the same thing. So why would you pick any of them? It has to be that one knows how to sell better. It's no longer the features, right? So sales is one skill that no matter where the world goes, sales is very important. So you learn selling, right? You learn probably how to use some of the no code. It's a project that allows you to learn how to use different tools and assemble things together. Project allows you to learn how to edit. The project will help you learn how to design. The project will help you learn how to write better persuasively, how to tell a better story. Project that helps you learn how to communicate better, right? So you have to communicate, you have to be good at how you use words and stuff like that. So the project, whatever project you're picking, should help you develop high income skills, a skill that you can apply to different other ventures, different other businesses, and get results. And the next thing is the project has to be interesting to you. So if you observe, I didn't just start up something, start your own business, all those things, you're not going to make any money. We're going to just waste your time. The records is there. Less than 5% of startups survive 5 years. So really you're playing a gamble that, just 5% of people win, right? So literally you may be one of the people that don't do well. That's why you're not doing a startup. You're not starting up something, trying to create a logo and LLC to launch something. No, that's not it. You're just solving a problem. So, but this project, the third thing you have to note about the project you're picking is the project has to be interesting to you. Something you are fascinated, you're curious to learn, you're curious to do, you're interested in it. If it's a YouTube channel, it's something you're curious. You want to share more, you want to talk more, you want to talk more on that subject, you want to create something on that subject. If it's, let's say, a project, how I did XYZ, how I turned my body from skinny to muscular in 6 months, in 3 months, it's something you're fascinated about. You want to really see your body grow. You really want to look good, right? You're fascinated about it. So those are projects you pick to do. Whatever project you're picking has to give you results in the first 30, 60, and 90 days, right? So in 30, 60 to 90 days, you should be able to see results from the project. You should be able to see things happening. You should be able to see transformation. You should be able to be developing skills already. You should be able to be getting more high valued with the project. So it's not a project that will take 12 months, a project that will take 3 years before you start seeing any result. You will easily quit. I'm telling you from experience, right? I'm doing different projects right now. I think I'm working on a project on how to, start up, build multiple prop trading accounts, automate everything to be working by themselves. I'm seeing the project, right? It's something I'm just learning how to piece together and how to do. So that's a project, but it has to be a project that in 30, 60, and 90 days, within this time frame, you should be able to see significant results. So let's say if it's your health, you should be able to see your muscles are getting better, you were fat, you're looking much better. You should be able to see results, right? So if it's video, you know that, okay, within 30 to 60 days, I should be able to learn how to edit videos, how to create a team page, how to start seeing going viral and stuff like that. You should be seeing results. So you don't want a project that will take all the words before you see any results, all right? So that's one thing you have to note about the project. So right now, I think you should be thinking about, so what is the problem I'm currently facing? What is the thing I'm currently fascinated about I would like to do that will give me these criterias? I'm solving a problem, I'm interested in it, it gives me high value skill set. And in 30 to 60 to 90 days, I should start seeing significant results. So that project, whatever project it is, start writing it down. For instance, if you build a project and said, I'm going to learn how to edit, and I want to create a project that in 6 months, I learned how to edit, and I created a channel, a team page, whatsoever, that went viral to 10 million views and the rest of it. Now, if in the first 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, you get results, look at what happens. Now you develop a skill set of video editing. You have the experience on how it works to go viral. You can literally create a course. You can start a channel teaching people how to edit videos. You can work with big brands and help them go viral. You can work with different parastatals. You can work with governments. You can work with different agencies. You can do a lot of things just from a project you did in 30, 60, and 90 days. So you already have results to show. So you're not just learning a skill, you're learning a solution, right? You're creating a result. You're not just learning, somebody tells you, go and learn how to edit videos. You're just learning how to edit videos. That's necessarily not the skill because you've not used it. You've not created a result. But now I can reach out to somebody and say, hey, I'm Sam. This is what I do. I was able to, create videos whatsoever and went viral in just 3 months. And this is the sample. This is the video. This is it. This I have the processes on how to do it, and I want to do it for a business. And that's it. That's a contract. That's a $10,000 deal. That's a $50,000 deal, depending on the company you're reaching out to, right? So this is what I want you to do. Don't go ahead and start looking for affiliate marketing and start struggling. Build one project. So one question you may have is, how do I go about it? Where do I start from? What should be my first step, second step, third step? What should I do? And how will it really need me to make it one, right? So I'm going to share with you the steps to take. And if you're interested in something like if you're interested in building one skill set and one project, something you're interested in, and turning it into something that makes you a lot of money. So this is what you're going to do. The first one is you're going to pick the project that you're interested in. I keep hammering on this. Something you're interested in. You love to do this. I know everybody says what you're interested in may not be making you money, so you go and make money from. I mean, this is not a startup. You're not doing it just to get money. You're doing it because you're fascinated. You want to create the results, right? So it has to be something you're interested in, right? So that's the first thing you do. You pick something that you're interested in. So look at your life, take a pen, take a book, and just ask yourself, what are the problems I'm facing in my personal life? Do I want to change the way I look? Do I want to make my relationship better? Do I want to, create a storyline? How I was able to do X, Y, Z, how I was able to get a connection to X, Y person. Whatever the project is, something that is interesting, intriguing, or fascinating to you, and also painful to you, something that you're currently facing, you want to solve, right? Because whatever problem you're facing, like at least a billion people, a million people, at least 1,000 people are currently facing it. So it simply means once you solve it, you are the person every other person is looking for to solve it for them. That's why this model is always powerful. So the next thing is to write out why this project is important to you, the goal of the project, the reason why you're going after this project. And the next thing is you have to set your timer. You have to create a routine around the project, right? So tell yourself, okay, this project, I'm going to be dedicating 1 hour. I'm going to be dedicating 5 hours, 4 hours every single day. I'm going to be doing this project from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. From whatever time that is convenient for me. I'm going to be working on this particular project. This is what I'm going to be doing. So you said that, right? So the next thing you do is to get training programs. So to do this kind of stuff, this project you have laid out, are the things you need to learn to get it done? Let's say you want to create a viral video channel, you want to take a channel from zero, a team page, whatsoever. I'm just mentioning this. That doesn't mean that's the only one, right? It could be an app. It could be something that you're interested in, right? It could be gaming channel. It could be anything. It could be working with schools to help them, come online. If something you're interested in, you see schools, traditional schools going outdated, and you tell yourself, I want to make it a project to go through these schools and help them put a system together that will take their curriculums to be online, to find a program, educational material that would help you learn how to execute, how to, implement this thing that you have dreamt about, right? So you need a program, you need a community. So what kind of, video editing, let's say it's video editing, what communities are into video editing, what program can teach me how to code, what program can teach me how to design websites, if that's a project you want to embark on, what kind of project can teach me how to do this, and whatever the project is. The project could even be fashion, the project could be copywriting, whatever it is. So what program can teach me and what community can I join that will help me in the process? So those are the two things you have to put in place. So step 5 is you need accountability, right? So you need accountability. So who would you tell about this project that would also be fascinated like you are? Like when they hear this project, they're like, oh, that's a really big one. I think it's very wonderful you're doing this project. Somebody that will also be excited the way you are excited, and someone that, once you tell, if you tell the person, I'm doing this project, I'm doing this in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, this is what I want to achieve. The person would not take it granted. You will not take it loosely. The person wouldn't, take you for granted, and you wouldn't take the person for granted, meaning telling this person means you have to get it done. The person will be checking up on you every week, asking you, what have you done about this? How are you doing this? Why didn't you hit this? That kind of stuff. It puts you on your toes. So you need somebody like that. And that's why you can get somebody you respect, somebody you like, somebody in field can understand what you're doing and share it with them. It's going to help you in the process, because when you go the first week, it's hard. The second week, you may feel like quitting. But remember, you told this person, and this person is expecting something from you. Then you just have to get it done, and that will really guide you. So you may be looking at yourself and saying, oh, I don't really have anybody I could share my project with. You can share with me. All right. So you can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook. I think I'm on Instagram more, and on Facebook. You can reach me out and like, this is my project. My name is XYZ. This is my project. This is what I want to achieve in the next 6 months, in the next 30 days. And I want you to be my accountability partner. All right. So I'm going to help. I'm going to make sure I reach out, make sure I help you with any materials, and also keep you accountable to do what you're doing. Now, if you know you're not going to follow through the process, please don't reach out to me. But if you know you're really interested, you want to get this done, then you can reach out. I will reach out to you too. So the next thing is you have to execute. So now you have everything put together. You have the program. You have 30 days. You already know the time frame. You want to learn this thing. You want to implement this thing. You want to create a result. The next thing is to execute. So execute. When am I doing this? Start executing. Start executing. Start executing. Start executing. And I will show you how I've used it and how it has worked for me. So first, I did it with the internet service. I did it with internet service, and I made lots of money from it. That was how I made my first dollar. Started setting up internet in different universities, different homes. I got connection. Like, a lot of things was happening. This agency, we were literally just connecting people that needed the services to people that provided it, and created a system where we could solve a particular problem. Some of the internet services service provider weren't solving, and that was how we're making money. So it was a huge project, and it came from just solving our own internet service problem, right? So the next one was I started a project helping people that have experience, people that they have the experience, they have the result, but they don't know how to productize their knowledge. They don't know how to put things together that can help somebody else get to where, help them go through the rough parts, guide them, all the technicalities of building a landing page, building a community and stuff like that. I do it with top YouTubers. I do it with coaches. I do it with advisory firms, financial advisory firms. Some of them have made a lot of money and they want to help some wealthy persons make money. So I help them tailor their messages. These are things I do, and this came from just solving one problem. And I'm not just telling you some make money hacks. This is something I'm truly doing. So I feel if you stay to this point, you've gotten a lot of value, and the best thing I'll ask from you is to just subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, something you learned, the most interesting part for you, and something you like other people to also take note of while you were listening to this particular content. Thank you, and see you in the next video.